This is not a drill. We got a ban list. Um, this thing will shake up the metagame for sure. So let's just hop right in for the unlimited section. First of all, the dragon rulers, which is cool, I guess. If you want to play rank 7 turbo, you're better off just picking up a cash core. To be honest, just play Kashira. You can play shifter. So yeah, that's that. It's just, getting rid of unnecessary stuff on the ban list, which I personally quite like. And then we have Lunar Light Tiger. I don't think this card has been doing a whole lot, so this is fine. Airlifter is nice for Rescue Ace. Rescue Ace hasn't seen that much play, and when we get to a few more cards, you'll see why Rescue Ace needs this buff. And then we have Colossus. Colossus, cool. The decks that care about a third Colossus are just Thunder Dragon, to be honest. IP didn't really do a lot, so I don't think that it will matter if you play IP. I think you're anyways just playing one copy. And opening up the first gates back to 3 is interesting, as it gives more status to the Ubel deck, but we will see. And Pank, I don't know if I mentioned Pank, but yeah, Pank, coming back to 3. If Fenrir is allowed to exist at 3 copies, I think Pankratops should also be fine at 3 copies, right? So that's for the unbanned. It's nice, just tidying up the ban list. Then to the semis, Cyberjar, interesting, I guess, if you can make Granite and then just set Cyberjar, for example. I don't know. Yeah, this is just gonna be used for some funny shenanigans. Jackalope and Tsukinoko going to 2 is a buff to potentially tier chaos builds, Dark World of course, and just deep draw spam decks that want to play solitaire. So that's okay-ish. The Danger Engine was in a fairly healthy spot, and I don't think that a second Jackalope and a second Tsukinoko are going to break the deck. And in regards of Dark World, if Dark World will see play again, we're in a hand trap heavy format, so a lot of people will just start siding in Droll, as Droll is not a bad card right now overall. So yeah, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about Dark World. Aoife, the only deck that could really abuse Aoife would be Drytron, but they're not doing a whole lot right now, so I don't know about that. Maybe a small buff to Melodious if they want to play more Heralds and just use Aoife overall. And then Monkeybot to 2. Pen doesn't have any good boss monsters right now, I feel like, right? So all they did was just push out the most generic stuff ever, and we just banned the most generic stuff ever with Baron, Savage, Appaloosa. So, yeah, I think that's fine. Monkeybot is not going to do a whole lot. That's it for the semis. To the limits, Chandra and Sangen Kaiman. First off, Rip Bozo. I don't think the deck will be YCF level threat anymore, or a regional level threat. You could probably still top your locals, 8 people locals with it, but those are some hard hits, right? So now we have Summoning, Kaiman, and Chandra at 1. I mean, technically you have 2 summonings with Terraforming, but yeah, this is a lot of consistency for Tempai, and I don't know if you can really make it up efficiently. You already play Prosperities, and you only have 1. I don't know if you want to play Desires with just 1 Summoning, 1 Chandra, and 1 Kaiman. And Phantom of Ubel. So Ubel lost, was it 2? I think Ubel lost 2 Phantoms in exchange for 2 openings, so now you have more consistency, but you really have to choose if you want to use Phantom for interaction and the negate effect, or if you want to use the extra body. I think that most Ubel pilots will pivot to a weaker end bot, but a more safer end bot, where you try to get out Phantom as soon as possible and then just go for a smaller combo, maybe just Rage, Trap, Phantom, Vacro, and your Fiendsmith stuff, right? So this is still a lot, so I don't think Ubel got killed, but it got hit pretty hard. If you consider that Fuvolos is still running around, and with all the floating and stuff, and also with Niala coming out, just resummoning from grave will also be a lot more hurtful for Ubel. If you just have spirit to revive from grave. So yeah, and also Barrage is coming back, which is cool. If you look at Master Duel, we got a lot of the True Draco stuff back, so maybe we can expect some Zodiac stuff and some True Draco stuff to come back, right? Maybe the second Barrage, maybe Diagram, maybe Trident even in the future, or Masterpiece. So yeah, let's just hope for the best, but right now we got one more Barrage, and oh, this would be really cool if it would have potential for Zodiac Ryziel. I don't know if it would be good or if there's a lot of synergy, but that would be quite cool. But yeah, this is it for the limits. And now to the forbidden cards. Ladies and gentlemen, I advise you to sit down because holy OSS just got banned, so we basically killed the fire pile, like Fire King Snake Eye. I don't know, man. Okay, nobody played in Fire Knight. But yeah, this deck too, and also the Azamina engine for the fire decks is just dead, right? Because you no longer get negate plus consistency. You can splash it in for a negate, but at that point it's just a weird adventure engine for your deck. And also we've got two bans on the Sanctifier targets. I can't wait to get hit by the DDD monster next time, but yeah, it seems like that Sanctifier will survive another ban list and live to see the daylight of tomorrow, but hopefully next list, and then we can give Brandon some toys back. But yeah, I think the biggest hit right now is the OSS. So we definitely killed off the fire decks. Now it makes sense where Airlifter is coming back, so all those decks that are not supposed to be Snake Eye decks anyways, like Rescue Ace for example, can get their power back. But a Snake Eye, is it dethroned? I don't know. It's not as consistent anymore, and it lost the other Mina engine, so it's hard to tell, right? Poplar doesn't do anything, so Poplar right now really is. Heartbreak is no longer a starter. I think the deck is severely weakened. It could potentially still be playable, but yeah, I think it's kind of sad for like the fire piles, right? Because I think if you just banned Flame Birch, then like the whole Snake Eye engine was really cool for those level 1 fire decks, like even TG could play it for their Rocket Salamander, so you know, this was a cool engine, but it's better off just to kill the engine. I mean, we still get the new Azamina and White Forest stuff, so maybe to prevent Snake Eye being played in that too. Yeah, but overall, this list, it's a good list. Don't get me wrong. It's maybe not what a lot of people expected, so no Kashtira hits here. In all fairness to Konami, though, I don't know when they plan their lists, and the resurgence of Fiendsmith Kashtira was only 2 weeks ago, so it could have been that, yeah, it went under the radar when they constipated the list. But anyways, this is actually crazy that we got the list and it's immediately in effect. Let me know your thoughts, and I now see Ryziel and Melis actually taking over the meta, to be honest. So yeah, very push from Konami to make Ryziel meta. For the current state of the metagame, pre-crossover break, I would have said this list is kinda okay, it's actually good. And now I think it's also just pretty mean in terms of, hey, we will push Ryziel and Melis onto you, you will play Ryziel and Melis and you will enjoy it. But yeah, we will see how that turns out. Just let me know what you think in the comments and see you next time. Bye!